Hello, Bran Alefi. I experienced a near-death experience in 2017. My near-death experience occurred at 2 a.m. on April 27, 2017. I was sick and facing crazy worldwide issues. I couldn't continue. Chronic illness had plagued me for 16 years. For 16 years, I medicated in various ways, and paranormal occurrences made my life tough. I gave up around 2 a.m. I said, I can't do this anymore. To the only God I knew. I surrendered my soul, heart, and body. Then a loud voice said, Are you ready? I realized my prayer was answered. So I said, I'm ready. Ready for what? Who knows, but I'm ready. So I felt 3 crushing pounds on my chest, and my heart stopped, and I was torn from my body. I'm immediately in this dark, velvety vacuum full of love and energy, with the Creator, God, Source, or Universe, whatever your views are about the Creator, where we came from, who made us, and where we're from. I wonder, am I dead? I enter a vivid blue tunnel of ones and zeros. Information and binary code are downloading at supersonic speed. I knew that would be the code I needed later, but I didn't comprehend later since there was no time. I enter a white room. What I call a room has no doors, windows, walls, or floors. So this space. I have this amazing master teacher behind me. I compare this master instructor to Krishna, Buddha, Muhammad, and Jesus. A lot of numbers are in front of me. I realize math built the cosmos. I grab these numbers and fling them up like a child, realizing how great it is to enjoy producing. I discovered that math, code, and programs build the cosmos. I don't know why, but that was exhilarating. Then I'm with others. I say beings because I don't know if they were ever humans. I didn't recall being human. I share this space and dimension with other souls who share my experiences. I see some tumbling down these snow-covered branches. I don't like snow when it turns to lush green, and I'm sliding down the trees next to these other beings, realizing they might be sliding down snow even though I see green, that we could have these diverse experiences together. We danced like we'd been choreographing for millennia. Nobody spoke, but they didn't need to. There was a momentary realization that everyone moved and spoke as one. You could hear without speaking and talk without listening. It was great. It wasn't telepathy because it was instantaneous. Telepathy involves someone reading a thought, sending it back, and you reading it. Also trying to fly, but failed. No discomfort after hitting a pole and severing my arm. I wondered, oh, what's going to happen? I see my arm expand in ones, zeros, code, and program, and this area was full of curiosity, excitement, and love. No judgment, anger, fear, or pain existed in this world of learning and experiencing. I didn't feel scared when I lost my arm. It was like, oh, that's interesting, and watching it grow back was amazing. I gained most of my experience here. Since there's no time, I can't say how long I spent there. It seemed like a room with 7 powerful beings. I don't know their identity. Not many stories are similar. I have some hypotheses, but 6.5 years later, I still don't know who these tremendous beings were. However, I see this lovely scroll unrolled, and the floating golden script being written in front of me. I know it's enormous and vital. My ego returned then. So I was separate from my ego during our adventure. In this last part, unfolding perhaps the wisdom of the centuries, the universe, my ego exclaims, you're showing this to a human, and the scroll rolled up, snapping me back into my body. 8 minutes later, my heart started again. However, I felt like I had been gone for so long. I have no idea what happened or where I went. I knew if I opened my eyes, I would have to climb out of a casket after being buried. It seemed like weeks or months, so in my pre-birth plan, I picked 16 or 17 years of chronic disease, depression, and paranormal crazy before my near-death experience. We chose horrible things. Why? It's for learning, so the toughest fighters become the best healers. We travel with soul clusters and people we make contracts with, but your soul creates most soul contracts. My mother and I had this chat because she endured watching me suffer as a youngster and couldn't soothe her own child. Since then, we've realized we signed this contract and will travel together. She would be my mother, champion, and warrior, and I would be the chronically ill child. I created a contract with her about what I would experience, and she made a deal with herself. She would learn and grow from my experiences. This contract was made collectively. Sadly, many people have soul contracts, including abusers. It seems terrible here in the world, yet every event, good, sad, or negative, is a learning experience for our soul, and we usually share it with others. The repair approach normally includes fixing these aches and contracts. You probably already have a plan to get out of this contract, if you think you should. I spent 20 years assuming my disease was incurable. I learned how to break that contract, but it was also a possibility. Since there is no time in the other dimension, we can break and make contracts simultaneously. Communicate with your higher self. Say, you know what? That's a current example of breaking the contract, and your soul may have stated, you know, we're going to break the contract. We're going to break this experience at this point in life. So we address traumas and events in two ways. We might say, I'm done, to our higher self and soul and transform the rest of our life. There are several methods to end this contract: program and pain. There are several methods. Past life regression helps you grasp your soul's teachings. Many soul reincarnations follow a pattern. Past life regression might reveal a pattern and assist you understand if you believe in reincarnation. Knowing the lesson makes it simpler to approach it with compassion and ease. Hypnosis connects you to your subconscious and higher self. You can transform the reality with your subconscious. You can meditate too. I advocate stronger meditation than hypnosis. Hypnosis largely affects your subconscious, but meditation lets you connect with your soul, higher self, guides, angels, and soul, and say, okay, we're done with this. Let's do something different. I recovered from my chronic condition that way. I learned how to meditate, go within, break free from my body, and talk to my higher self and soul at a meditation retreat. So that worked for me. If you've tried it and don't feel confident, or need more practice, or you're just done with the suffering, there are skilled mediums and psychics who can help you talk to your higher self. Get into the Akashic records, talk to your guides, and break free from your contract, or figure out what lessons you're meant to learn. It will also alter your life. Many thanks for listening. I hope you recover from your illness.